today's chapter or today's poem is called Keeping Quiet. Shh, about the poet. Pablo Neruda lived from 1904 to 1973. Actually, it's the pen name of Neftali Ricardo Reyes Bazo Alto, who was born in the town of Parral in Chile. Neruda's poems are full of easily understood images which make them no less beautiful. He won the Nobel Prize for Literature in the year 1971. In this poem, Neruda talks about the necessity of quiet introspection and creating a feeling of mutual understanding among human beings. And now let's read the poem. Now we will count to 12 and we will all keep still. For once on the face of the earth, let's not speak any language. Let's stop for 1 second and not move our arms so much. It would be an exotic moment. Without rush, without engines, we would all be together in a sudden strangeness. Fishermen in the cold sea would not harm whales, and the man gathering salt would look at his hurt hands. Those who prepare green wars, wars with gas, wars with fire, victory with no survivors, would put on clean clothes and walk about with their brothers in the shade doing nothing. What I want should not be confused with total inactivity. Life is what it is about. I want no truck with death. If we were not so single-minded about keeping our lives moving and for once could do nothing, perhaps a huge silence might interrupt this sadness of never understanding ourselves and of threatening ourselves with death. Perhaps the earth can teach us as when everything seems dead and later proves to be alive. Now, I'll count up to 12 and you keep quiet and I will go. Wow, this is such a meaningful and a reflective poem. It actually talks about the importance of silence, peace and self-introspection. Yes, Pablo asked people all over the world to pause their busy lives for a moment and think deeply about their actions. But in the end, he says that I'm not promoting inactivity or death. Rather, I'm encouraging a meaningful pause that can lead to understanding of life. Okay? And now we start with the question answers. I'm going to give you very, very concise answers that you can write in your board exams and get good marks. Okay? Let's start with question number 1. What will counting up to 12 and keeping still help us achieve? Answer. Counting up to 12 and keeping still will help us achieve peace, silence and self-introspection. It will give people a chance to pause from their busy lives and think deeply about their actions. This moment of silence can help reduce violence and misunderstandings and promote harmony among human beings and with nature. Okay? Now come to question number 2. Do you think the poet advocates total inactivity and death? Answer. No, the poet does not advocate total inactivity or death. He only asks people to pause for a short while and reflect on their lives. He believes that silence and stillness can help human beings achieve peace, self-understanding and harmony. Okay? Now come to question number 3. What is the sadness that the poet refers to in the poem? Answer. The sadness referred to by the poet is the sadness caused by human ignorance, greed, violence, and the endless rush of life. People are so busy with wars, destruction, and selfish activities that they fail to understand themselves and others. This lack of peace creates suffering in the world. And this takes us to the last question of the day, which is question number 4. What symbol from nature does the poet invoke to say that there can be life under apparent stillness? Answer. The poet invokes the symbol of the earth from nature. He says that during winter, the earth appears dead and still, but later it becomes alive again with the arrival of spring. Through this image, the poet suggests that stillness and silence are not signs of death. They can lead to renewal, life, and positive change. And with this, we're done with today's video. If you loved it, obviously you're subscribing my channel. This is Heena from Tell a Tale with Heena. Thank you.